What is up, guys? Pizza here, obviously. And today, we are back with more Making History to War of the World French Empire Edition. But it may not be the French Empire Edition for much longer, because we have made a massive miscalculation. Norway was doomed. Finland is gone. I thought it would be a good idea to come in here and just steal a little bit of land for those delicious unemployed people. It did not work. Russia got the territory first. And then the entire British alliance got really upset with me. So I have two options. Three, really. I have three options. Ally with the USSR and wage war on all these guys. Ally with just forget trying to fight the war. Ally with these guys. Play the long con and eventually strike back, or I can go it alone. Well, I don't really like the idea of too many of those options. Oh, sugar. Okay, that was Russia. Maybe I was involved, I don't know. I don't really like those options, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to offer peace. I'm just going to join the alliance. I'm sure I lost some territory. God, somewhere. Who knows? It's not really important. I am going to just play the long con. I think it was through here, probably. Yeah, it's probably through here. I'm going to play the long con. I'm going to gather a little bit more territory. I'm going to go over here to the Balkans, sneak this. I'm going to leave Greece alone. I don't think I need to attack Greece for right now. And I'm going to try and expand maybe here. I might try and take Afghanistan as well. And since we're buddy-buddy, I can take Kuwait. Not like I need it, but if I want it, I technically have an army out here that could take it. That's really more of an occupation army than anything else, though. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think because we really need MPUs and we need extra stuff to support this. I mean, we've got a decent size of MPUs, but I'm really just not willing to risk it. I think that's the best possible chance. And Uzbekistan, yeah, they declared that. Whatever, no big deal. That would be the super move. If I had just declared war on them, gotten peace, been in an allyship with them, then declared, which would have automatically declared war on Russia, make peace with Russia. That would have been the super big brain move, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the actual smart big brain, which is to just make sure I can do this properly. I can't take any more territory over here because even though we're strong, they are definitely still a little ticked off that I came into their sphere of influence and took over El Salvador right here. And the only other places I could take are maybe these two, maybe Costa Rica. But man, it'd be real dangerous to try and kick the beast there. So I'm not going to do that. I think what we need to focus on is further expanding. I think Afghanistan is ripe for being taken over. I think this will offer a lot of MPUs. And while it's not the biggest in terms of good production, it could be the spot that we launch an invasion of Iran from. Yeah, we're just destabilizing the Middle East. That's the plan for the French Empire's survival right now. And while that's good, I want to take the Balkans first. And by the Balkans, I mean I want to take Bulgaria first. I think it's a soft target. Because Romania, just too much land. They'll call in somebody else. Yugoslavia, too dangerous. Germans are up here. They already gobbled up Austria. They could very well just spread. And Italy's over here too, so Italy might take them, which would then take over here. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. So I think striking at Bulgaria and then using our alliance with the British to sneak into Afghanistan and take that. Maybe we use it to take these countries. I don't know. It's not as important to take Nepal and stuff like that, but it would be good to have. Alright. That does, however, mean, though, that somebody's going to have to go somewhere. And I think getting this group out of Ireland will probably help us out a lot. I have a fleet somewhere, but God knows where it actually is. God knows if it even is still alive at this point, which is another really good thing I didn't consider. Yep, Colonial Navy. Okay, it is there. It is there. We do have some troop ships. I think... Yep, there's the Hopper Army. Captain Philippe Leblanc. Alright, there's my second Colonial Army. I'm going to merge these guys together. And you're going to be the first of my trips over there. I'm just going to send them out on a transport all on their own. If I can. Oop, nope, I can't. The army is too big. Okay, just merge into the Colonial Navy. Which has become the 5th fleet because I just merged that unit wrong. Whatever. It'll get us where we need to get. Also ignore my mouse clicking. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. It'll get us over here. It'll at least allow us to start fomenting that invasion plan. There's my Morocco group, which is kind of going to be my patrol unit right now. I want to keep this area strong, but I feel like I can probably afford to have these guys go away for a bit. If I can pull... Yeah, if I pull you down here... Yeah, that'll still be okay. I can still maintain a defense with that. I recognize I'm leaving the homeland with very, very little in the way of actual defenses. So what I can probably do is I can shunt the chemical lab production back a bit. It's what I'm going to do. Where is it? Nationalities? Yes. I will make the Irish, I will just make them a colony pretty much. And I won't make all of them colony because that can add some penalties, but I will make the lovely little people in Dublin, I'll make them a colony for a hot second just so I can form an easy to manage kind of Irish Legion kind of thing. An Irish Foreign Legion. It'll help, it'll help, it'll help, it'll help. Won't be much, but it'll be honest work. And that means I've got to wait. God, that's not enough time. That's going to take a while. So what I should do in the meantime, while that is building up, I'm going to move these guys over here. I'm going to have that build up for a little bit. So what I actually need this Colonial Navy to do is I need you guys to hop on over here, and we're just gonna take Afghanistan now, and then these guys will come in as backup. And I think these two armies together can probably most definitely, along with the Hopper army, take what we need from Afghanistan. The French Foreign Legion is over there, the First Moroccan army. Yeah, I've kind of got those guys. I'm not really worried about Africa. If it starts to revolt, I will probably just ally with whoever revolts, just to put it down real quick. It's not a big deal to me. I've got the places secured that I need to, which is here and here. And these units are just kind of like stalling guards. And of course this is just, once again, it's a port town. I kind of need it to stay alive for a little bit. yeah, I think that is a good approximation of what we need to start doing. We definitely need more soldiers on the home front. We definitely need more industry out here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity while we have it to start adding things that will help. And you saw I just checked the research tab. So I'm going to go ahead and add a mechanized factory and a food processing plant, just because that will allow us to produce food, which makes a large amount of money, which is good. Medical center is always good. I need to look at places that have... Yeah, okay, so Luxembourg. Luxembourg probably is a long-term kind of dealio. But they have a research thing. Looks like they've already got what they need. Okay, so maybe let's just focus on getting them an extra factory there. They're producing arms, which is fine. They're producing that, which is fine. You guys are producing goods. You can probably produce more than that. Go ahead and get that medical center upgrade. I'm basically taking a hit. What I'm doing is essentially taking a financial hit for a little bit in order to make a larger bonus later. So I am taking massive financial hits here, essentially, by taking some of my biggest areas offline. But here, I'm just going to do that. And another place I need to build up. I know these are good places to build up, so I will go ahead and just add it here as well. Just say for 80 turns, do that. 80 turns, do that, and then you can go back to making goods. Just to pump it up a little bit in here. And 80 turns, just do that. Just so I can kind of have this place somewhat more evolved. In the meantime, do I need a munitions plant? Maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead and build a munitions plant down there. Let's focus on that's all that needs to be. And you could build a shipyard, but it would take you forever to build anything, so it's not worth it. Go ahead and 80 turns you. What I really want to focus on actually is over here. Yeah, because I've got some infantry over here, because it's technically still a colony. What I want is I want to boost it a little bit. Because I would like a second area to make ships and stuff. And so if I can just add a few construction things here, it'll help out in the longer run. Another munitions plant, fine by me. And I am paying attention, I am running out of coal, which is not great. But it'll help. Alright, that'll essentially take... I'll eventually get a notification in a while about all of these things are now ready to be done. That's already building a factory. Alright, I think that's good. I've started building things up. This will give me a chance to secure things. I'm going to go send those guys over there. Just cuz. And coal. Yep, we're buying it only. Don't know where we're buying it from, but it says we are buying it to build up to that stockpile. I'm going to try not to go into debt again like I did last time. And now one more thing before I do it. I want to make sure... Bordeaux. Aha, I knew there were a couple extra transports floating around. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send you guys down here. I'm going to make the Algerian army, not the militia, just the mounted infantry. I'm going to have them walk it. And here's another thing I can do. I can just also build up some extra things so they don't have to constantly walk like that. Mainly, I'm looking forward to... God, I always get confused and I think that's my army. I know it's not. So actually what you can do is just move there, and actually the militia can move there too. Just so I have enough people going in to grab the things I need. First Moroccan army, how long would it take you? Yeah, it would take too long. Is there anybody who I could move down? You know what, you guys are really more of a... You guys are really more of a defense, so I'm okay leaving the militia there to come down here and protect the oil. I'm not necessarily going to send them anywhere, but just got to know where things are. Oh, and there's some infrastructure I had set up a while ago. To also give these guys some earthworks, just so they can defend their position a little better. And you can dig in as well. If you could build earthworks, that'd be great. And go ahead and add a plantation while you're at it, just to make sure that we have food. We can get this done. We can make this work. Who are you? You are the 5th fleet, aren't you? Yeah, you're the fleet I meant to correct. Go ahead and head out over here. We don't need anybody heading to the Balkans right now, because I would really prefer to have an extra set of hands backing me up for when I go ahead and do that. And I set this French ship too far. Can you still load on? You still can. Great. Let's go ahead and send them off out there. Third fleet. Yeah, let's go ahead and merge you two together. Ah, and you can't, though. You can't get out of there. Probably because there's not enough space on those troop ships. So let's go ahead and add it up a little bit more. Yeah. And I think if I don't want it to take too long. Don't want it to take too long, so I will go ahead and... It's going to take about the same amount of time, just to give them a little bit of defense as they travel. I think I can really do it just with these 2 groups that I'm picking up, but just in case I can't, I want to make sure that in a certain amount of turns I'll have an extra pair of hands. Are you? Yep, they gave it all to you. Third fleet can go. I'm not as concerned right now with that thing not being done, because that's going to leave an extra pair of troop ships in port for me. And it's going to leave this extra battle cruiser just sitting around, essentially. Just as long as Germany doesn't come out and attack me, I think I'll be okay. Germany declared war on Russia. Thank God I didn't ally with them to fight off them, because then I really would have been screwed. So maybe this is a big brain play after all. Of course, they are probably going to turn it back on me at any time, and yeah, I'm about as unprepared as the actual French army. So, yeah, I could be better prepared. So, you know what? I probably should get better prepared. That's not a bad idea. Monkey Brain says, ooh, nuclear lab, go for that. Actual Brain says, maybe I should wait a second. In fact, there is... That's the encyclopedia. There is a tech tree somewhere in this game. Probably here in the tech. Ooh, white. Blinding white. Blinding whiteness. I can't see. Alright, so the way I get this is I do maneuver warfare. If I do maneuver warfare, I'll be able to get tank prototype 2 and war industries. Okay, so I almost clicked the exit out of menu. Alright, so if I can just put everybody I can to maneuver warfare. Dublin, I guess, is just going to research. Dublin and Luxembourg are going to be my people researching for that. And Uruguay. Apparently, I only have one thing that can do maneuver warfare, because there's only one that has a actual... Huh. Hey, could you guys build a military academy? Just for... if you got the time. And could you... do you have a military academy? Do you even have a research place? Lions, yes. Lions, you are my only person with a military academy. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Can you guys... do you have research? You have no research. Can I build you a research? May I build you one research, please? Let's just go ahead and plonk down you having a university as well. And Lyle, however you want to say it. I probably don't need to worry about that right now. If they can keep producing arms, that is actually going to be better for me in the long run. You're building troop ships. Can I have you build anything else? No, I can't, but I can have you do that, which is going to help me out, because all of this may one day collapse, and I'll be left with that, so maybe not the worst thing in the world. And a lot of infrastructure getting done. There's another place I can probably focus on building up, which is here, now that I think about it. It is not the worst idea in the world to go ahead and add some build-up procedures for these guys, just so I can get it a little more balanced out. And these guys, just to make sure I'm not taking everything offline forever. Just build a couple of cottage factories, and you can stay open. I would prefer you stay open right now. I would prefer that you go ahead and head out to that port, just to help me out a little bit. Because the Brits have really got me by the wine glasses. Alright, was this my troop ships? Yeah, it is. So I want to make sure I actually, because the last thing I want is to get bogged down in a protracted war out there. I think it's the last thing most people want, but I especially would like that to be the last thing that happens. And I know that technically that just got absorbed into the Moroccan fleet. It's not. The Moroccan fleet is going to be my attack fleet, if anything. So it's not what it really looks like. Alright, time to check the profit. 659. Alright, we're still making a profit. We're still making a very tidy profit, even though I've taken a lot of things offline, which is good, because that means that I'm going to take even more things. And now, when we get to the end of it, now it'll be kind of a staggered. So if I do get in trouble money-wise later on, it'll kind of be feeling like a staggered increase in money and production later on. Ooh, who's fighting? Oh God, we're fighting you, aren't we? Hey. Oh God, the Germans are attacking. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grant peace with you right now, because I just remembered that we're at war with you. So, good luck to the Germans and everything. Or good luck against the Germans, not good luck to the Germans, but yeah, they're just kind of swarming in. God, Norway is seeing a lot of cataclysmic actions lately. Oh good, my Irish brigade is being tuned up. Good. Let's go ahead and add... I need something that's not going to take as long. You know what, just actually give them... Yeah, it's only going to be... Go ahead and give them that. Go ahead and give them some engineers. help out, because there are rivers and engineers. There's a minor penalty. It's not as important, but I just like having my ground covered for when we would ever need to cross a river. Like if I needed to stage an invasion of the USSR and I needed to do it from right here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ask them, can I have military access? Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and unload the Hopper Army here, and I'll just go ahead and enter my port actually over there. Australia, what the stop, guys, we can't be doing this. I will be the mediator. If I have to do that every single step of the way, I will, because I'm about to take some territory real close to them. So if you could just fuck off, that'd be great. I'm gonna go up here, send the strongest army up there, because it looks like, yeah, that's where most of their army is located at. Did you guys ever leave, or did... Oh, did I lose one of my fleets out here? I am now just thinking about that and going, poop. I think I did. I think I did. I think Russia or somebody may have swung by while I wasn't looking. Let me look. Let's see where my armies are all located at. Army is currently on the move. French Foreign Legion, American Army for Central Art. Ugh, shoot. It's the first fleet. It's there. It's the third fleet, which is not taking the strongest people. There's the fifth fleet, which is mine. Took off the Hopper Army. Sixth Fleet, which is you. Seventh Fleet I just established. Morocco Group, North Atlantic Group. Ah. Yeah. 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 They have taken part of my territory, and that's what I was worried about. That's the only thing I'm worried about, and I can't get drawn into a war with the Germans, not right now. Oh, not right now. Why is it every time I try and just expand a little bit, things start falling apart like this? Because they grabbed one of my research centers, too. Ah, and they grabbed 2 port towns. Shoot. Yep, and there it goes again. There it goes again. They are... Yep, I'm gonna have to pull forces back. Armies back from over here. I'm being split in too many directions. Taking Afghanistan now is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea anymore. If we're constantly going to get in war with them, that's just going to be free territory for them to take. So, yeah, we're coming over here. We're going to take this. Just not really what I wanted to do. So, if you could actually make an extra move over here. Guys, stop. I can't keep fighting them. Oh god, I'm gonna have to fight off. Alright, everybody pull back. I'm pulling back all of my stuff over here because everybody wants to be a dick. They all want to be a dick. France might fall. Oh no. Come on, we've gotta... We've got to push back on this. You swing back and you make sure that they do not take Paris. I don't care what it takes. We are going to make sure that we hold Paris at least. Dang it. Why are we starting war with them? Oh. Yep, there's a battle being fought. At least I've got these areas back now, I guess. And they colonized it. Jesus. And they fucking colonized it. Alright. Well, I've really got to take some territory, and I'll be safe with this so long as... Because Russia's not going to bother pushing in like this. I mean, this is such an unfavorable territory. Plus, they've also got this very sliver of Afghanistan they'd have to walk through. Which is another reason why I feel safer not taking it. And you guys just flee the hell back to Marseille. Because I've got nothing for you. I've got nothing for you that would help. Okay. We are now having to fight a much larger war. A much larger war than I was intending. Alright, well, not a lot happened in this episode, but things are starting to kick off. We're not allied with Germany, I hope, but God, we're starting to fight on the same side as them. Our plan to expand has been put on hold massively as we start scrambling for other territories, and the homeland has been touched. The homeland has been touched by a red menace we were willing to let alone. We weren't going to touch any of this. I think we might have to turn around on that position and start forcing our way in through the soft side over here. If we can start taking over this area, if we can make it through their Pacific fleet, we can just charge across all of this and encircle them in a much more efficient way. But that's going to have to wait till next time. So, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more stuff on the channel and you just like listening to the sound of my voice, drop a sub. It helps out. But that's going to do it today for me, guys. So, talk to y'all later. Bye.